Fifpro, the Professional Footballers Association, PFA, Nike, and Leeds Beckett University have joined forces to launch a research project aimed at reducing anterior cruciate ligament, ACL, injuries in women's football. An ACL injury is a tear or sprain of the anterior cruciate ligament, one of the strong bands of tissue that help connect your thigh bone to your shin bone. ACL injuries pose a significant risk to female footballers, with statistics showing that women are 2 to 6 times more likely to suffer from such injuries compared to men. Additionally, about 2/3 of ACL injuries in women's football occur without any physical contact, highlighting the urgent need for targeted intervention strategies. The initiative, called Project ACL, that will last 3 years, will focus on players in the Women's Super League, WSL, in England after they have rightly called for more research. The project aims to understand the current landscape surrounding ACL injuries, the environments and the conditions in which ACL injuries occur, identify best practices to support clubs and players, and provide solutions to mitigate injury risks. The key components of Project ACL include: Dr. Alex Colvin, Fifpro's head of strategy and research for women's football, aims to shift the narrative and take a more holistic approach when addressing ACL injuries in professional women's football. We want to move away from very singular and binary understandings of ACL injury, he said. Whenever an ACL happens, we point to workload or female physiology, when the primary objectives of this project is to understand the holistic risk factors and the environmental risk factors, and that comes down to the conditions in which players play. Sometimes it's like, oh, well, there's another player who's just done an ACL. We just have to get on with it. We want to move away from that. There's a real absence of robust information. A lot of the research continues to use language which suggests that a lot of the risk factors are inherent to female athletes, when we know a lot of those are potentially modifiable given the environment that the players are in, added Dr. Stacey Emmons, reader in sports performance at Leeds Beckett University. Within the research to date, there's limited understanding of those environments. Emmons also noted the misconception around a perceived increase in prevalence of ACL injury risk. The injury rates we're seeing are consistent, she said. We have been seeing this for a number of years. Given the increased professionalism of the game, we would be expecting a reduction. The injury rates are still significantly higher in female players compared to male. The project approached all WSL clubs just over a week ago, and over half of them have responded to the project. It's just timing, why some haven't responded, said Colvin.